Hey everybody, MrBookieboo here, and today I'm really excited to share with you one of my largest creations that I've ever worked on. I know a lot of you have been asking to see this for quite some time now, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to film it when I couldn't do it justice, and so I actually have what I think is hopefully going to be really good lighting, so you can really see all the detail and see inside of all the little nooks and crannies. So we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. What you see in front of you is my take on Cloud City from The Empire Strikes Back. Now, Lego came out with an official set. Gosh, it was quite a while ago because it was back in my dark ages when I wasn't collecting Lego. And that set, that was really the only Cloud City playset that they've ever done. They've done a few things in recent years. They did the carbon freezing chamber actually just last year. It came out, which was a step in the right direction, which kind of gives us some hope that Lego might do an official Cloud City at some point, or at least more of the rooms and the features from Cloud City. But in the meantime, I really, really wanted to have my own Cloud City. So what I did was I used the massive Death Star Lego set as kind of a template, as a blueprint, and I mapped out. I decided early on that I wanted to include all of the like various scenes and rooms, like the main scenes and rooms from the Cloud City from Empire Strikes Back, and the result is what you see in front of you here. So as you can see, like I mentioned, it's based on the same general design as the massive UCS Death Star, and but with a lot of significant differences. What you'll notice right away is it's actually a lot. It's a lot squishier. It's not a round beach ball like the Death Star is. I tried to approximate. I went off the matte paintings from Empire Strikes Back for Cloud City, so I tried to get the slopes. If you look at it from like a profile edge on view, I tried to get the sloping of the top saucer part of it, and then it gets a little bit not quite as much of a slope in the midsection, and then the bottom section. If I can pan under the if I can get the camera to pan under here for you, you can see the bottom section again. I use those really sharp slopes, inverted slopes on the bottom there. And so what I'll do now is I'm just going to give you just kind of walk you through all the different rooms and stuff. So starting on the top here, what you see right here, this is the landing pad. So this is where the Millennium Falcon first lands when they after their ship gets damaged and they're trying to escape from the Empire, and this is the landing pad. So what I did is I put the little mini Millennium Falcon because I wasn't about to try to fit a large Millennium Falcon into a set of this size. And there's the walkway where they first meet Lando, and then that leads into this upper deck white area here, which is the main concourse for Cloud City. Again, this is just kind of an approximation. This is the main walkway. You can see there's the door that goes out to the landing pad, and then there's another door over here, which I'll get to in just a minute. You can see there's a couple of Bespin guards there. R2-D2's wandering around. Luke Skywalker just showed up looking for his friends. And then the doorway in the middle, there is actually an elevator. Now that elevator actually is the same design as the Death Star playset. I just figured that was probably the easiest way to get from floor to floor. I haven't actually built the elevator mechanism yet. I've just been busy doing all the other odds and ends, but there will be a lift, just like the Death Star playset. Moving along on the top floor, if I spin it around, the next thing you'll see is the dining room where Han and Leia and Chewie meet Darth Vader. Right now I've got General Lando in there because I don't have Lando from Cloud City because he's really expensive on Bricklink, and Lego hasn't made a new Cloud City Lando, which I hope they fix soon. Lobot's in there as well, and over on the side here you can see Boba Fett's kind of hanging out in this little alcove that I made, waiting to surprise our heroes when they show up. Now, if I keep spinning around, the next room on the top floor that you'll see here, this is the prison cell that once Darth Vader surprises Han and Leia and Chewie and 3PO. This is where he takes them to, and this is like the holding cell in the security tower for Cloud City here. And then we'll continue on here. This next area, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do here yet, where this one lone Bespin guard is standing. What I may do is I might actually make the landing pad where Slave 1 is. I've got the Slave 1 from the Advent calendar this year, which is kind of in scale with the Millennium Falcon. So I may do something like that right here. I don't know if you have any other ideas, or if you think after you watch this video that I forgot any of the main scenes, let me know too, because I do have this space. And then, of course, I had to include just a cloud car flying around on the outside. Now, the next thing we'll do here is we're going to go down to the lower level. Let me see. Let me get the right angle here for you. So if you look, let's see if I can brighten this up. If you look right in here, there we go. This area right here, this is the what is it, like the trash room where once 3PO gets blasted, you can see him there in little pieces. Where Chewie, there's Chewbacca over there, comes and finds 3PO in pieces. Of course, there's a couple Ugnaughts in this room, which I was really excited that Lego decided to make those last year with a carbon-free set. And then, of course, there's just a bunch of other assorted junk in this room. And then let's go moving along here. You can see there's the doorway into that room. Back in the corner there, you can see there's the elevator. This area is still a work in progress. I'm still adding detail and stuff to this area. This is just mainly a concourse that walks to get to the trash room. And then this other door leads us to the carbon freezing chamber. So this design, I had an original design. It was square, and I wasn't really that happy with the design as it turned out. Luckily, the new Lego came out with a new carbon freezing chamber, their own design. So I took that and I modified it. Now, the interesting thing with this set is there's actually a hole in the bottom here, and there's a pin. So if I do this right, let me hold it. I can pull the pin, and Han can actually go down, and you can actually spin it, and then it comes back up. And actually, I totally did this backwards, but you get the idea. So Han can be sitting there, ready to get frozen. You can pull the pin. Let me try it one more time. He falls down, gets all frozen up, and then he comes back up, and there he is, all frozen. If you look beyond there, what I try to do is the little blue, that's the representation of like the walkways and stuff where Luke and Vader start to fight after Han's frozen and taken away by Boba Fett. And once again, this doorway leads out to that main concourse where to the elevator to get back up to the upper floors. And then continuing along here, whoop, my cloud car fell over. I got a little too far back here. Let me fix that real quick. All right, moving right along here though, what you'll see okay, we're just gonna take that down for now, because obviously the cloud car does not want to cooperate. We'll set that over there. All right, so moving right along here, so you'll see there's a door right here, and on the other side of that door, which actually opens, so I created a mechanism up here, so that door opens and closes. And what you'll see here, this is the room leading off to, so Luke runs away from Vader, ends up in one of those goofy rooms that leads out to the interior open space of Cloud City. And you can see that's what this room represents. So this is kind of that control room right here. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see better. And then that leads off to the very infamous Gantry Walkway, which I'll show you in just a minute. But there's something else really cool in this room. So if you notice here to the right, you see this little portal here. This actually can blast out so that Luke can get blown out when Vader starts throwing boxes and crates and all that other junk at him, and Luke can't deflect it because he's not quite strong enough with the Force yet. That's what this does right here. So Luke can fall out. This kind of right here, it was tricky to have like a fall off and like the railings and stuff and still maintain the blast portal so it would actually fall at a good rate so Luke could actually fall out. So that's what this represents here. And then Luke can crawl on the walkway here, and then this is the other side of that room, which is the climactic scene where Luke finds out who his real dad is. Again, I tried to copy this as best I could from the official, movie set. Basically, just a little walkway. Here's a little bit, and that's where Luke hangs on. He can drop down, and if you look right through here, that little hole right there, that represents the chute that Luke falls through once he falls through the main part of the of Cloud City. And then, spinning along here, and let me get underneath here. This under here, you'll see there's the other part of the chute right there. And then these are the little antenna that actually Luke hangs from after after he falls through the what is that, the air duct or whatever that is, and then he ends up on the outside of Cloud City. That's what this represents, and that's where the Millennium Falcon can go and pick him up. A few other things I'll show you as I spin this around a little bit more. There's a few more things on the bottom. They're not totally, they're just kind of like small little bits. So this right here, under here, let's see if I can get under here. This is the torture room where Han's taken. So this is the little torture, the little hot thing that gets all hot, and then this actually reclines as well. You can see that. So Han gets strapped in here, and actually what you're seeing here, this is the bottom of the carbon freeze chamber, and actually you can see there's the pin right there as well. But this is the little torture room, and then we just keep spinning around. This over here, this is just a control room. I needed something to fill in here, so I just put, this is just like a Bespin control room where they can keep tabs on things. You can put a Bespin guard or a droid or whatever. It's just a little computer and a little computer console. And then if we go up on the top, you see the top part here, this just is representative of the actual Cloud City, like the spires and the towers at the very top. It's micro scale, and it's just, just random bits and pieces that I put in there. So that is my take on Cloud City. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, it's this project took a long time to do. I'm not quite sure how many bricks I used. I really wish I would have kept track when I was building it. And I can put the cloud cart back on there. But and the top's a little loose right now. I don't have it buttoned down completely yet, because I am still working on it. I've got a lot of detail I want to add yet. I want to finish up the concourse over here. I'm still working on this entryway. I'm adding just more detail and little greebles here and there. I have to figure out again this section what I'm going to do. Some of the rooms are, this room's largely complete. This needs a lot of work. It's kind of plain in here right now. Carbon freeze chamber is pretty much done. I might add some little details on the top of that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a really fun project for me to work on. It's probably, gosh, I've been working on this now. This was one of the first big Lego projects that I tackled, and so I've probably been working on this now for, I want to say, well, at least over a year, maybe a year and a half now. I've been working on this. And it just kind of goes on and off. I'll work on it for a little bit, and then I'll stop, and then I'll come back to it and make a lot of progress, and I'll stop again. But it's been a lot of fun. It was really fun to kind of design out and conceptualize, because you really need to plan the layout to make sure it kind of flowed like and fit kind of how the movie goes. And my boys this is like one of their favorite sets to play with right now. They're always asking me, can we play Cloud City? Can we play Cloud City? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Just be careful, You guys know how that goes. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Make sure you please subscribe so you can see all the future updates. I'm going to be doing more updates on this one. I've actually got an update for Jabba's Palace that I'm going to be doing in the near future as well. I made a lot of progress in there. I finished a lot of the open spaces inside. I took your guys' suggestions. I added some really cool features. And I'll be back with more videos real soon. Thanks for watching.